The winter is coming. The winter has come. The winter wonderland. The winter. We got a new defender, and that was pretty quick. Pretty quick, I must say. That was a swift. It was a swift move from AC Milan. I'm not used to this, so I was like, "Oh, what? Really? We got the winter?" Okay, so we got the winter because we sold Ciao. Ciao, which I have said this many times, but I am the one that I like. I liked Ciao as a player. I think he had a great potential to grow, and I hope to see him doing well from now on as well. But we sold Ciao for 40 millions because 40 millions is probably over his value, and we like money. So we sold Ciao. Allegri didn't want to sell Ciao, as you know, because he asked Ciao to remain. He was speaking to the player. He was trying to convince him and stay in AC Milan, giving him like a proper leader role in AC Milan. But Ciao, in the end, chose to get out, and you can't argue with Furlani when they want to sell. So we got De Winter from Genoa. Okay, De Winter is a player that also Inter wanted to get. Okay, so now the narrative is like we stole De Winter from Inter, which it is true, but also Inter wanted the player in case Bissek or Pavard leave Inter. And by today, they didn't know if they're going to stay or not. They still, I don't understand how is the market of Inter going because they seem like they're not moving very much. Lukman looks like is not going to Inter, but we don't know. I don't know if you're Interista. Let me know what you think of your own market. We will see in the future days. But they wanted the Winter in case those players leave Inter. But that takes time. They don't know, blah, blah, blah. And so in the end, we just snatched the player for, I think it's like 20. Of course, it's 20 million. So we don't offer more. It's 20 millions. It's our budget. It's perfect. Genoa said yes. And I think it's 20 plus some bonuses. Might be 20 plus 4. I'm not sure about that. But the deal was closed pretty quickly. And it's something that I'm happy to see. Sometimes, right? So what is the opinion about these players also around the community of AC Milan supporters? From what I could see from forums and also Italians and here and there, the main thing is that 20 millions is a good price for this player. That is it's like De Winter, Ciao is better, but 20 millions is a good deal. So it's a good deal because it's cheap pretty much. It's not the defender we want, but it's the defender we might need. I don't know. The cheaper version of Ciao pretty much because the player himself is like a slightly different version of Ciao. Ciao, I like Ciao because Ciao often does those line breaking passes. It tries to move the ball forwards, not just giving the ball to the guy next to him, but it tries something more. Okay, so I liked when Ciao did that. I don't know if De Winter is that kind of player, but also like looking at the statistics, Ciao is the better player, obviously, but De Winter is pretty similar. Okay, he's got good ball recovery. He is tall. He's strong in aerial duels. So overall, you kind of replace Ciao with a kind of player like Ciao, so that you don't feel the difference very much. Okay, that was the planning. I think like they got somebody similar to Ciao. Are we done in defense? In my opinion, no. We need certainly something more in defense. We need a player that can lead the defense because, in my opinion, obviously, our defense, Gabbia, Tomori, and Pavlovic, nobody come out as the great technical player. Okay, so they are good defenders, but they don't give you more. Okay, they don't give you that something that leadership even. Let's say maybe Gabbia is the one that has the more leadership in the defense bunch, but even then they are not top player, our defenders. Okay, and I wish we could get like that one top player for the defense, that leader, that great player that is going to guide everybody and raise the level of the defense. But we know that Milan doesn't get those kind of players. We don't do that kind of market. Okay, we never see with this management Milan going and get like a player for like an established top player. We will get prospects. Okay, that's how they do. Okay, Moneyball, and then we will sell them. Hopefully not, because I want to keep. I don't care how much they offer. I want to keep my best players. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I think we need more in defense, especially again in the right side. It's kind of the situation is strange because we're not really set in the right side. The left side looks somewhat better, maybe. Well, I don't know. It depends because if Estupinian then get injured and stuff, then we might get into trouble. So, but the right side is the main thing, right? So De Winter can play two roles. So he can play in the center, he can play on the right. So he can give us more. But we need something more if Allegri sticks to the defense of three, because we need more defenders. And maybe he will stick to that 3-5-2. Sometimes we will see a 4-3-3, because like the 3-5-2 is just more solid in defense, and that is the key point. We saw that Allegri needs to work on crosses and stuff like this, like in defense, because our defense like goes, as we saw in the game against Chelsea, didn't do very well. Obviously, we had young players in, so all that you want, but Tomori ain't a young player, and Tomori as a fullback, I don't like that too much. So we need other alternatives. Now, this Akitike, I don't know if we're going to get that young boy from the young boys. That is a thing, that we don't know if he's going to perform with AC Milan. So defense is a thing we need to fix. Now De Winter, it's okay. Let's see how it does with us. Nothing. That's pretty much it. Hopefully, we will get somebody else. I don't know about Leoni. Okay, Leoni, like we saw, Leoni can be a good player, but I think he's a little bit overhyped, especially from like Italian newspaper, because he is a young player, looks promising. So it is a player that I will be interested to see in AC Milan. Not gonna say that like it's a good prospect. He's Italian. Will be nice to manage to snatch that from Inter as well. Why not? Because that's fun. But I wouldn't want for him to become a sort of a Frattesi, okay, for Inter. So 35 millions, which is what Parma wants, and I think they want cash, no other players. It's a price that honestly feels like a lot for Leoni. If we can get him for a little bit less, it will be nice. Obviously, if they get Leoni for 35 millions, I'm fine, because that's not my money, right? So that's the thing. He's a promising young player. He can be good. It's a good gamble. It's Italian. All that you want. So I'm not gonna say, Milan, you spent too much. No, I'm not gonna say that. I will be happy if we get Leoni. I don't know what other targets are there. The thing is now that our season is gonna start pretty soon with Bari, and Serie A is starting soon as well. So we need the mechanism of the defense to be good, So we need our starters in Milanello, sponsored by. I forgot the sponsor because they changed the name. Sorry. So we need the defense and the striker, okay? And then we are set to start Serie A. I'm starting to have good expectations for this Serie A, to be honest, because it's different. Like the past year was so depressing. This year must be better. Like Allegri is our best purchase so far. And Yashari, I want to see Yashari more. I'm liking Yashari, my friend. I'll let you go, and I hope you have a nice day full of joy and things.